What's going on, guys? It's a very exciting morning for me. We're going to target some of my favorite fish to catch, period, in the world, bottom fishing with the legend, Miami Mutton Man, right behind me, Captain Benito. We are headed out of here with beautiful Key Largo, and I'm excited. I don't know what else to say other than I need to just get out there.
Yeah, we've been trying to get this trip together for a long time. You know, this is one of the guys you can really learn from, and so we're super excited, and he's glad we're here. We're gonna go have to fish.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right, I got my line out. We're gonna see what happens here.
Real fast, real fast, real fast. Just real.
Fish on!
Lift hard. Lift hard, big fish. You gotta crank. On the way down, you gotta crank.
Hooked up, guys. Oh my God.
Here's Darcizzle in action on the Monday
Hooked
rod.
up.
All right, Stil's on our first fish coming up. She can't talk.
No.
It's coming up. I see color.
I can't talk. Oh, nice fish. Get in the gap behind you, Brian.
He got it right in his hand.
Woo! 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 We did it! We did it! Heck yeah! That's a nice fish. All right, I catch my breath for a second, but that was very exciting. Miami Mutton Man putting me on a stud mutton snapper. Probably what, like an 8-9 pounder? 10 pounder?
Over 10 for sure.
Over 10 pounder for my first fish of the day. We have been putting in our effort today, putting in our time to catch these fish. Full moon is tomorrow, and I've just been sitting here with the rod in my hand for hours, and I just got rewarded. So persistence, patience pays off. Can't wait to get right back down there, get some more fish with the legend Miami Mutton Man, and he's a reef consultant, by the way. So if you guys want to come out here and do this, I'll link his information down below. But let's get him on the slurry. All right, in the fish box he goes.
Nice job, Darcizzle. We're going to show you exactly what we're using to catch these fish before the end of the video.
We just got, oh, here he is, here he is, here he is.
Right, cool. You got him there real fast.
Fish on, guys! Ooh. We are anchored here, and the current's just ripping. Oh, and today I'm using, I'll explain the whole setup I'm using to you guys today and how we're catching these fish. But Miami Mutton Man makes a lot of custom, awesome products, including this bent over rod. Oh yeah, baby. Nice mutton. Nice mutton. Woo! Nice! They're all so pretty. They're all like that golden hues to them. Oh my God, a stud. Absolute stud. Whew. Just got worked once again by that mutton snapper. And you can see this circle hook right in the corner of the mouth. Check it out. There's another gorgeous mutton snapper. And their color really just depends on like where they live. And I always forget, like the darker colored ones that are more pink live in a different area compared to these, where they're just like, colors are gorgeous on him. He has a little less bright pinks, but you can see the yellows and the golds on him. He's just so pretty. Another nice fish up there, close to 10 pounds, 8. All right, this is what I'm fishing that's currently working. This is a Speedo, dead Speedo that we cut in half, so that's gonna be dead bait on the bottom. We got a 6/0, 2x strong circle hook here. And what I'm gonna do is just run it right through that bottom jaw, right through the dead center of his head, just like so. We've got a loop knot tied on here, and my leader is 50-pound fluorocarbon leader. That's about 7 foot long, and then we have another connection here to the rest of our leader, which we have mono on this side, and that's my fluoro end, and that's about 40 foot long. So in total, we're gonna cast that out there. In total, we have about 50 foot from the weight, from the bait to the weight. So that way you can catch these bigger mutton snappers and groupers because they're very smart and spooky and they will not eat it if it's close to the weight. This is the weight we're using today. You can see that we have my traditional 3-way swivel, right, Brian? What do you call it?
Yeah.
Traditional.
We call it the advanced
fish finder
rig on our boat.
Fish finder rig. Yeah. So basically the same rig I fish, except my leader is much longer. And then we're using over 2 pounds of weight to get to the bottom. Current is ripping. Here we go. We're gonna cast this out a little away from the boat. let it go down, and then just keep your thumb on that spool and drop all the way to the bottom. For the combo we're using today, this is Miami Muttman's setup. We got an Accurate Valiant 500 paired with one of his custom Miami Muttman bottom rods here. That is 8 foot long, and it just gives you enough torque to get those fish off the bottom. He's already there.
Reel, Randall.
I know, Brian.
I know. Use that rod. There you go. Lots of turns. Lots of turns. Good girl. Lots of turns.
Nice job. Nice job. Nice job.
Beautiful.
Woo! Oh my God. Give me a second. That's so sick. He was telling me about these dog snappers. I've caught dog snapper. Biggest like 14, 15 inches. Not the size of this dude down here. Look at this fish. Oh my gosh. That fish was like surfing on the surface there. We just had that massive, grouper on the other side of the boat get totally sharked, totally gone. We didn't get any piece of that grouper. So I just reeled as hard as I possibly could.
That was the biggest dog I've ever seen in my life.
This thing is a monster.
Look at his teeth.
They get bigger than this too.
Yeah.
My Muttman's telling me about all these awesome dog snappers, and it freaking happened for me today. New PB on the boat. Look at this dog snapper.
It's sick,
That
dude.
is sick. So sick. The dog snapper, I mean, really, you can just tell the colorations of it. It's just totally different than your mutton snapper or your mangrove snapper. And all day, that's my new personal best dog snapper. Easy 6-7 pound fish right there. That's a gorgeous fish. Miami Muttman put me on the fish. So if you want to come down here and do this in the Miami area, he will put you on fish on your own boat or even take you fishing. But did you want to tell them basically what you do or what you offer?
Yeah, I offer going on your boat, and we fish from Marathon to Miami, and wherever your boat is, I meet you there, and we go out there and kill it, or try to.
There you go.
It works.
There you go, and he will put you on fish like he's doing with me today. I'm actually learning things I've never even learned, so we all can, learn out here from other people. So let's get this guy in the box and get ready to get down more baits. Oh my God, he's so sick. Look at the body. It's just like so wide. Such a pretty fish.
That rod up all the way. There you go. Lift it up.
Lots of reels.
Get real.
Come on, baby.
No, reel, not two. Gotta reel more. Reel more.
Come on, baby. Don't quit. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Oh my
Nice
God.
mutton.
Nice mutton. Woo! Another mutton in the boat, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I can't move my arm because it just locked up. My arm is Charlie horsing. Gotta drink more water.
Drink more water.
Oh my God. You gotta take this rod from me, Brian.
Okay, honey.
My hands are Charlie horsing, like really bad. I gotta drink water. We got a couple gifts of the captain back at the dock here. Before we get our fish out, I wanted to hook him up with some Smith knives. You guys know that I use Smith fillet knives here, but he's got a box full of goodies. 7 and a 9-inch fillet knife, which those are razor sharp right out of the box. We also got you a brand new diamond sharpening rod, which is pretty sweet. Pull through sharpener. Here, I have to give you the box back so you can start putting it back in there. And
Thank you very much.
the awesome bait breaker knife is going to be his
that thing's
new
awesome.
favorite bait knife. I should have brought
You're
it
gonna
on
love
the
that,
boat
Captain. That
today.
thing's really nice.
That's great for him. And
The
last
biggest
but not
fish?
least, delicious mangoes from our mango
Now,
tree.
I don't mind you giving the knives, but the mangroves.
Mangoes. We have way
Mangoes.
too many. These
I
are
know.
so good.
I'm just
These are like the
teasing.
best mangoes ever. Freaking ever. You can see we just crushed the fish today, all thanks to Captain Benito Cabrera, aka Benny. But he put us on the fish today. I couldn't be more thrilled. Look at all these beautiful fish. My biggest dog snapper yet. Do you have anything to say, Captain?
Thank you very much. We had a great trip.
By the way, everything that we used today, the rods, the gaffs, all that great stuff, I'm gonna link directly down in the description box below. He is an inventor over here and has some awesome equipment on his website. So check him out, and I'll link all his information down below. Follow him on Instagram because he posts epic catches on a daily basis. He just straight slays. All right, guys, we got our dog snapper. We're actually here at the famous Boynton Inlet. It's a gorgeous morning here. A lot of people going out fishing, and let's go ahead and fillet up my best dog snapper ever. I'm just gonna get a little bit of water on him, get him a little bit warmed down, and then we're gonna get right into it. Never had a dog snapper before. It might have been quite a few years ago, and it was a very, very small one. But that is just a gorgeous fish. I love the cool colors on him, so let's just dive right into this. And you can see how wide and fatty he is. Just a really nice fillet. We're gonna use my 6-inch Darcizzle curved fillet knife today from Smith. And we're gonna fillet him up just like any other fish. We like to just remove the meat off the carcass and take the skin off completely. That's how we prefer to eat our fish. Now I turn around, all the way down the back. And then we're just gonna slab it off. You see those scales. My knife is very sharp, cutting right through my scales here. And this is where the flex of my blade comes in. Really like to bend the knife and just get it right up along the edge of his bones. And wait till you see this gorgeous meat. I like to turn it up a little bit when it's a larger snapper too. Helps me angle the knife better down his rib cage bones. Oh man, this looks amazing. There is our loin. Look how gorgeous that is. Super white meat, looks very similar to your standard mangrove snapper or mutton snapper that I would catch. And you can see that he's an average size, he's a normal shaped snapper. Very similar to the rest of them. And we're gonna switch to my 8-inch blade just so I can cover across the skin here or across the loin and get it all off in one take. Here we go. Being a lefty, I know this looks weird to you guys, so I apologize. Keep the blade up a little bit from the skin and then just work all the way down. That is done. And then we're just gonna go in there, get the pin bones out. This loin is ready for us to eat. See all the boats going by and stuff. It's just a really gorgeous morning here in South Florida. That loin is done. Woo! Excited to eat my first ever, or personal best, dog snapper. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other side of this beautiful fish. And he kind of looks like, you can just see the shape of the face. It's just different than other snappers out there. But finish him up and then meet you guys back at the house for the cooking with pudding portion of this video.
Back at the house. Thanks Darcizzle for cleaning up that dog snapper. And welcome guys to another edition of Cooking with Pudding. This is, we're using ingredients that we grew ourselves edition. It's mango and pineapple season around here. And I don't know if you guys knew, but Darcizzle, she has a beautiful, what I like to call the ghetto garden. It's a little messy, but thanks. She grows tons of pineapples.
Yes.
So look at it, show us these pineapples real quick, Darcizzle.
Yes, I'm very proud. I'm sure you guys might have seen this on social media if you guys follow me, but if you don't, follow me because there's awesome content there besides fishing. But these are 2 pineapples that I grew myself.
Ooh, beautiful.
On the plant. Look how gorgeous they are. You'll never find anything like that in a store. Excuse me. The reason being is because store-bought ones are plick green, and it's done that way for easier transportation and longer shelf life.
Right. So these ripen on the plant.
This is a delicacy.
Yeah,
exactly.
These are awesome.
Ripen on the plant, and you can see here I've got like all different stages of life going on here. These are all little pups and suckers that came from a mother plant because she only fruits once in her life. Yep. And a lot of these plants, like this big one over here,
yeah, that one's growing.
It's starting to ripen on this side. You can see the gold starting to come in. But it's gorgeous, and I have to wait about a year, and it's usually a little bit less for the pups and suckers. And then behind you, we got some giant plants growing that this one hasn't fruited yet, and that one just fruited, and we plucked one of those pineapples right there.
There we go.
So we got our first ingredient. Let's go get our next ingredient
on
the other side of the house.
Yeah, so we're gonna make a mango pineapple salsa.
Yes.
And I have a massive mango tree. When I moved to Florida 20 years ago, this was the first thing I planted.
The Charlie Brown tree.
Charlie Brown tree, yeah. You know, when you buy a new mango tree, you get one mango on it and the whole thing just tips right over like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. And they grow like weeds because they're actually related to poison ivy. So if you hear people are allergic to mangoes, it's because it's related to the poison ivy. And so we got a whole bunch we picked right here.
Look how gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Look how gorgeous they are. Just
look at my tree.
Gorgeous mangoes.
Look at this tree.
It's gigantic.
And we lose a lot to like squirrels and stuff. You see them on the floor, but look, you can just pick these off. Anyway, so we got a ton of mangoes. Oh, Darcy's, and we got this thing too. You get them before the squirrels do with this big thing.
I just broke that piece.
She just broke it. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you really quick just how I clean a mango, because I've kind of perfected my system. What are you doing? She's getting one way up there, look.
He has the best system.
She's the best system.
Mangoes.
All right, let me show you here. Here you go. This one's pretty very ripe. You gotta do this over the sink.
Oh, I just got the most perfect ripe.
Oh, give it to me, hand it right to me. You gotta do this over the sink or outside because these mangoes make a big mess.
Now this is the way to do it.
This is fresh.
Right off the tree.
Fresh. This is a little green, but.
It popped right off.
Let me see this one. It won't make such a big mess. All right, so I take a knife. This is a Smith's knife.
No stringy fibers.
Just go right around it like this. And then I go around the other way. Then I just give it a twist. You saw the juice, look at the juice. Nice. And then you can suck on this. And then I usually just run my thumb right down this. And you get that big piece. Mmm. There you go, take it. Now, if it's a little messier, a little less, or a little more ripe, you can just use a spoon and take that out like that. Okay?
The second our mangoes start to turn just a slightly yellow, they're ready to come right off our tree. And again, the squirrels are terrible. They get to those ripe ones. They're very smart. So I try to beat them every day out here to try and get mangoes. Before we go back inside, there's one more I gotta get.
All right.
Looks gorgeous.
I'm gonna go inside and start dinner. You play with the mangoes.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you right inside. All right, guys, let's dive in. We're making salsa. You can really just put in whatever you want. We're just gonna go right at it. Here we go. And we'll do it by taste, all right? We got mango. Look at that sizzle.
Homegrown mango.
Homegrown mango, and then we got some
Homegrown pineapple.
homegrown pineapple. We'll put a little less of that, maybe. We got red peppers.
No, use my pineapple.
Well, this is your pineapple. Use it all up. All right.
Yes.
All right, all
You
right.
have to.
All right, I got some red peppers, scallions, onions. The Ariels love onions, and it is Father's Day. Let's put a lot of onions in there. And what is this? Parsley? No. Cilantro. We'll throw that all in. And we got, I don't know why people got to do lemon and lime juice. But just gonna throw all this in there. Lemon and lime juice. Let's stir it up.
Salt.
We're gonna do salt and pepper to taste. Oh my Lord, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly the ladies. You know, Puddin would put some sugar in here. That's Puddin's secret ingredient. A little salt and pepper for the heck of it. Now the fish, I just salt and peppered and cooked it with an oil. I want to get a little hotter to make it a little more crunchy on the edges. I was gonna barbecue it, but Darcy didn't, or I didn't remind Darcy or tell Darcy to put on a half shell, so I didn't want to just ruin that on the barbecue. That'll just fall apart.
Why don't you go ahead and explain your face?
I had a basal skin cancer yanked out of my head. So you old dirty Floridia OGs, go to the skin doctor once in a while. It's no big deal, perfectly fine. I got it all out, no big deal, but perfectly normal for Floridians and everyone who goes out in the sun their whole lives. Anyway, let's plate. All right, you can see I got the fish and some broccoli on here. And we're just gonna put this salsa on. Woo! We got a ton of this salsa, we made extra, so. Looks delicious. Up to Puddin's handsome, swollen face.
Didn't even see the fish.
That's how you like it. All right, let's see how Darcizzle likes it. All right, Darcizzle, let's try
flies.
it. She hates the bugs.
The flies are in the house. A couple of them are.
That's what happens
From
when
us
you're a
going
Florida
in.
hillbilly.
No, that's what happens when you go in and out the door and you fillet fish all the time and you cook fish in the house and they want to come in.
I know that I said last week was the best thing that I ever cooked with that shrimp. This is perfect summer delicious. This is dog snapper, delicious and white and flaky.
It's so good.
It's like better than mutton. It's really
Yeah?
good. I think so. It's a little different, like lighter. And this is perfect for the summer, this meal. It's so good, it's ridiculous. What do you say, Sizzle?
It's just scrumptious. Hitting the spot, amazing, delicious. I don't want to keep bragging about it, but it's so good. So, Thank you guys so much for joining us today. This makes our meal just that much more enjoyable, especially when we grew like the main ingredients. It's so cool. All right, thanks for joining us, and until our next adventure,
Follow your dreams and keep on catching. Ooh, delicious.
What's up, everyone? Darcizzle and Puddin here, and we're about to go on our road venture.
Yeah, we're starting another fishing trip. We're actually going the marathon for, I think it's only 36 hours, Darcizzle. We're doing 2 trips. We're gonna bum rush it.
Yeah.
We're going with our good friends, Dave Sugar and Jamie.
Sweet Enough Charters.
Sweet Enough Charters, we've gone with them many times before, and it's gonna be great. So hopefully we're gonna have 2 fishing trips out of this.
Yes.
And I wanna thank Landshark Lager for helping us along.
Of course.
And of course, we're about an hour late, so let's get on the road.
No, half an hour. Relax. All right, let's go.
All right.
Cool. That'll do. We made it. Came to the room first, drop off our stuff in a nice little room. Now it's time to go fishing. All right, we are at the fishing spot. We're in about 200 feet of water, fishing a wreck, and we're doing a drift over it. We have really slow drift today. Current-wise, it's not moving too fast. So we got lines down, we got a big old leader, which you guys always see in all my videos. I fish the same exact bottom fishing leader as Captain Dave Sugar. But we got, again, Captain Dave Sugar, fishing with Danny, fishing with our good friend Chef Jamie, and an awesome fan of ours, Carla. And again, I'm dropping down my line, and we're gonna see what happens on this drift. Hold on, didn't get the fish up. Come on. Oh, it's digging again. Whatever it is, it's a nice fish. And we are fishing deep water today. Tough bite today, guys. Sorry, I gotta catch my breath. Woo. Out here with Captain Dave Sugar of Sweet Enough Charters, and we've been fishing for hours. I mean, hours. I've been sitting here with the rod, being super patient, trying to actually hook a fish. This is the first fish I've hooked for the longest period of time today. Let's see if we can get into the boat though. Got a long way to go. Woo. We tried some mangrove fishing, yellowtail fishing, and then we came out deep and tried mutton fishing. And I got a live tinfish down in like 200 feet of water. This is a nice fish. Oh, color. Deep color. What is it? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah! Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, take it. Ah! Hell yes. Hell yes. God, thank you. What?
Oh, you kicked his butt.
Oh man.
Look at that.
He's all blown up. All right. Here, we can get that
I'll
weight.
get that.
Okay. All right. Heck yeah. Is that like an 8-pounder? 9-pounder?
I would say it's closer to 12.
Nice.
Maybe even 13.
Whew. That's what I'm talking about.
Looks perfect.
All right. It's been, again, like a really frustrating day. This just made my day right here to fish. And it's just persistence and patience and being out there in the water and having your line down at all times, even on really tough, slow days. This is one of the slowest days out here. But again, we just got the fish to bite this afternoon. And look at that stud. And I think it's only going to get better from here on out. But again, hours for me to catch my first fish, and it's a giant! Heck yeah, Captain Dave putting us on the fish today. Even on the slower days, we're gonna get it done out here in the Florida Keys. Look at that fish. Solid 12-pounder, all blown up. What a fight. Heck yeah, let's get him in the fish box. Get right back to fishing.
Whew, incredible job, Darcizzle.
Thanks. killing it.
I just got to back it up a little bit for you guys, because you guys saw when we started this adventure down to the Keys.
It was 36 hours ago.
It was about, right now about
Well, 30 hours
about
ago.
30 hours ago.
Yeah.
And so we went fishing last night like we said we were, and it was such a tough bite. Like the
Very
whole boat
tough.
only caught like 6 or 7 mangroves.
Yeah.
But you know, mangrove, and Darcy caught a Nassau grouper, which is super cool.
I
Got some
did.
footage of that here
My
for you.
first ever.
Such a beautiful fish. And then we came out today, and it's been really tough. The mangroves, you know, we chummed up. The yellowtail's really awesome. And I got some sick underwater footage.
Yeah.
And we saw some cool birds, all kinds of sick stuff. But we didn't really start
Oh, the frigate, yeah.
getting into, the frigate. And we didn't start really getting into fish until we came out here in the wreck, you know, past 200 feet that Captain Dave Sugar's telling us about. But anyway, so it's been awesome. Darcy really turned it around. And then hopefully now everybody else is going to get on some
Yes.
nice muttons too.
Yes, and I want to mention who we're fishing with, but our good friend Chef Jamie invited us out. We're fishing with Frankie, Danny, and one of our awesome fans, Carla.
Yeah, she mentioned that before, but we'll make sure. To
Well, I
get
forgot somebody.
Yeah, I think you forgot Danny. But anyway, we'll get the faces in here, and let's get on some more fish, guys.
He's running. Just got slammed. Come on. All right. That feels like the right one again. Oh, super hot out here. Dripping sweat and battling beasts. Woo. Feel like I took a shower. Oh, this fish is powerful. I can't talk. It does. Definitely looks like the right one. Oh God. Oh God.
Another nice one.
Oh God.
Dig it.
Oh God. Oh God. Woo! Another beast in the boat. I can't talk. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, you don't know how good I feel right now, guys. 2 monster mutton snappers back to back. My absolute favorite to battle. Bottom fishing, if you guys watch my videos. But now I really want everybody else to hook up on this boat and catch some monster muttons. But another nice fish. He's actually not as blown up as the other one, but man, did he fight. Fought good too. I need to drink about a gallon of water right this second. My mouth is so dry, but I am so happy. All right, I need a water in my life or a land shark. Give me a land shark. Heck yeah. Woo! Sick. And he's not really blown up. That's so sick. Beautiful fish. Maybe a slightly tad smaller than that first guy, but either way, a beautiful fish. Way bigger than the average sized ones we catch in Palm Beach, so in Stewart too. But so blessed. You guys want to come out here and catch some monster fish with Captain Dave Sugar out of Marathon. Highly recommend it. Gonna link all his information down below. Sweet enough charters out of Marathon, Florida. All right. We are back home from our 36-hour quick trip to the Florida Keys, and it's been just over a year since the last time we were there. And because, you know, it was slow fishing, that honestly that has to be one of the slowest fishing times I've been experienced in the Florida Keys. But you know what? Down to the wire, down to like the last 2 hours of the trip, landed this beautiful mutton snapper, 2 of them, and I just feel bad for everybody else on the boat who did not catch one because I was the only one to bring it in. So pretty sweet. I think my dad had something to do with that for sure, but that is a nice fish right there. We weighed him when we got back to the dock, and he weighed just under 14 pounds, like 13 and a half, which he's tied for the record of my other biggest mutton snapper. Unless you consider rounding him up, he would be 14 pounds. But beautiful fish, nice fish. Let's dive right into filleting this bad boy because I am starving. It's time to go in the house and clean him up using my 9-inch blade today from Smith. And I'm going to link all their information down below. But what you want to do here is make a cut right behind the pec fin, course, you want that sharp knife. I sound like a broken record saying that all the time. Cut all the way up as far into the head as you can. And right now I just hit bone. So cut all the way up, then turn that knife around, cut all the way down like so. And then we're gonna turn it this way and follow the backbone down. And just take your time and keep your blade underneath the skin and the scales, because that will reduce dulling your knife quickly. And you can see I'm just doing that and making contact with those bones as we go down here. One of these days I will catch a 20-pound mutton. That will be an amazing day when that happens. But I am happy with any mutton snapper that's in over 10 pounds for sure. Beautiful fish. All right, so now that we made that first cut, just start angling the blade back down here, lifting gently and following all the bones. And this is gonna be one heck of a mutton snapper fillet. And if you guys watch my videos, you know I freaking love them. So I'm excited to see how Puddin is gonna cook up this bad boy for us. Look how fresh he looks. Looks amazing. And of course, you just always, again, always want a sharp knife when you're dealing with fish, especially big fish, and they got big bones you have to break through. Then up here by the head, they do have a bunch of pin bones, like I always say. You gotta break those with your knife, just like that. And I angle them up too when I have a bigger fish I'm working with. There we go. That way I can see a little better, just like that. Then angle it back down and go over these rib cage bones. I like to leave the innards intact. Maybe at the end we'll see if we got something in the stomach. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. But he came up from super deep water. All right, so now we're gonna knock off this beautiful side of this mutton. Look at this. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that fillet. Gorgeous piece of meat right there. That is a beautiful mutton snapper fillet. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna leave this skin on, and it's going to act as our half shell for cooking. Puddin already told me he's gonna cook it on the half shell. So that's what we're gonna do, leave it intact. And it also is going to help keep the fat in the fish when we cook it, and it's gonna make that taste extra delicious. So it'll keep everything inside, and that is gonna be beautiful. So I'm gonna get that in the house, finish up the other side of this fish, and of course, mutton snappers, just like any other fish, or groupers and snappers, bigger fish have nice cheek meat in here, which I have done in recent videos. So I'm gonna take the cheek meat out, and then I'll take this collar out, or the throat, or the wings, fish wings, whatever you wanna call it, which is this section right here, and that is a delicacy as well. And again, we have a video all about that already. We'll link it here for you guys to check it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this fish, and then we'll meet you guys in the house for the cooking with Puddin portion of this video.
Another great job, Darcizzle, filleting and cleaning up that mutton. Thank you so much. And welcome, guys, to another edition of Cooking with Puddin. And today, in the spirit of the 4th of July, it's July 3rd right here today, we're filming. I'm gonna do a barbecue. We all love to do barbecues on the 4th of July. So I got some traditional corn on the cob, and here I got butter and salt and pepper. Gonna throw that on the barbecue. And here, of course, I got my beautiful mutton on the half shell. I'm putting some salt and pepper on here. And I just want to talk a little bit about Darcy catching this incredible fish. And I know she mentioned in the video, in the last segment or two, that she was the only one that caught any muttons. And nothing against the other people, a lot of times it's luck. But Darcy did something a little different. She saw there was not a good bite. And so she tackled down. We always talk about this, you gotta tackle down. The charter boat there uses 50-pound a lot. Darcy put on a 40-pound leader, even snuck it in there a little bit, because Captain Dave afterwards said, "Hey Darcy, I see what you did with those fish." So he kind of caught her, right? But she also made it longer. She had, I think, 25 feet long. And after those two beautiful muttons, she actually caught another fish we swore was gonna be a mutton. Even Captain Dave thought it was a mutton, but it was a monstrous jack. And we just cut it off at the boat. We didn't want to deal with that thing, but boy, she fought hard getting that up. But the point was, you know, she caught all those 3 fish, the biggest fish of the whole weekend, really the main fish of that day. And the day before that, she also caught the biggest mangrove and that beautiful grouper, which that was a little bit of luck. But anyway, so you guys got to think smart when you're out there, okay, to catch more fish. All right, so we're gonna put this on the barbecue, and I made a little butter concoction here to put on it, and that's basically some butter and some different spices like cilantro, paprika, chili powder. Then I just mixed it up real good with a hand mixer, and here we are. So we're gonna get outside and put it on the grill, so we'll see you right out there. All right, guys, of course I've preheated the grill. Let's take a look at that. Woo! In the words of Eddie Murphy, that's a fire. All right, so we're just gonna get this put right on there. Ooh. And so first I'm just gonna spatula a little of this on here. Look at that, looks good, guys. And then I got some lemons and some tomatoes. So maybe we're gonna alternate those, because you know you gotta have a little acid on there. And then boom. 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 We'll throw on these. And that's gonna take about 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, it's been about 15 minutes. Oh, look at that. Off camera, I turned these and I put a little more butter on there, but poking this, it seems great. I'm gonna put it in this tray here. Boom, delicious. And then we'll get these. Awesome. Oh, I got a fire. All right, now we got a nice, fabulous July 4th barbecue dinner. Let's go inside and have a taste. All right, Darcizzle, time to eat.
Dive in.
Time to have a land shark too.
Mutton's always so good. I already know he cooked it delicious.
It is delicious. I may have had some already. And we do want to announce we have some performance shirts finally, not just the cotton ones, which you guys have been buying for years, but now we have the actual shirts that we have been wearing, and it's very limited supply. We're just trying to gauge your interest.
UPF 50.
UPF 50 plus with the hood, the exact shirt that I wear, okay? And here's the shirt. Again, you'll see it in the videos. Here's the front. Here's the back.
They don't get to see Brian's back too much, but.
No, no one wants to look at my back. And you got a nice bag.
Yep.
And those are on the website right now.
Yep.
And
they're going quick. Going quick.
Yeah, again, we only got like.
Not too many.
Not too many. You know, only medium, large, extra large, and extra, extra large. Because they're trying to gauge your interest. So jump over there and buy one. And then we're going to do another run and get more sizes and colors and everything else.
Yep, all that information is down in the description below, so just please go there. Just click the bottom arrow to see all that info. But everything you're ever going to need is there, including like the awesome pendants that I sell, the sterling silver snook and sailfish and redfish and all the awesome stuff I sell, plus the, you know, stickers and bracelets and all that good stuff. Keychains are behind me. But yeah, check it out, guys, if you're interested. We appreciate the support, as always.
Yeah.
But we got some awesome content coming out for you. We've already filmed quite a few awesome videos coming your way real soon.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. And as always, just stay safe out there. And I hope you guys get to try this recipe one day, because it is the bomb.
It's very good. I have to say, I will say, as a chef, I think the red snapper recipe might be better.
Really?
Maybe. It's personal preference, right?
Yeah, true. True. But it is still very moist and really nice. And
no, it's excellent.
Keeping that skin on.
And it's paleo. Except for the corn.
Except for the corn.
Corn
in
is
this.
grain. And
I know, guys, in this. I already had a beer, so I'm trying to slow down already, but I'm going to have another one here real soon. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was really focused on reeling in those fish, so sorry, but like I acted like there was a shark chasing them, so I just was ripping them in.
There could be.
Ripping them in as fast as I could, because I'm used to sharks chasing my fish. So, yeah. All right. It's full summertime. Until our next adventure, follow your dream
and keep on catching.
Cheers. What's up, guys? Darcizzle here, down here in the beautiful Florida Keys, and in today's video, we go fishing offshore, and we end up catching these beautiful snapper, mutton snapper, and a mangrove snapper, and we are going to show you how to catch them. I'm going to show you how to clean them on the fillet table, and then we're going to go in the house, and we are going to cook a delicious fish sauce to eat with this fish. In my opinion, it's the best way to eat fish, period, and also my favorite recipe ever. All right, guys, we are at the spot, getting ready to send down a live pinfish, big old pinfish. And we are fishing on the full moon at one of our favorite spots. We're gonna see if we can catch some lunkers, maybe my favorite, mutton snapper. We're just gonna have to see what happens. So he's going out, here we go. Hooked up. Just sent the bait back out. Honestly, been struggling out here at this spot for a couple hours now, but I sent a bait out, had a couple rigs broken off, and it's just as I sent it out, I felt a really nice pull. Oh boy, we're going this way, we're going this way. Fish wants to go this way. What? This is weird. We'll find out what it is. We got ourselves, woo! Pull them in, slip them, I guess. Yeah, we got ourselves a mutton snapper. That might be close to a keeper, but we're gonna find out right now. Sun's setting, it's a full moon today, so this bite could be turning on right now. So let's get lines back out and measure this one, but this is what we're looking for. If you guys watch the channel, you know I love to catch these bad boys. On the 0. That is a keeper. Pretty sweet. Love having that accurate ruler on my 40 quart grizzly cooler. Small juvenile mutton, but you know what? He is a keeper, not complaining. So first fish in the boat. Let's get lines right back out, see what else we can get real quick for the sunsets. And if you watch my videos, you know I just slayed a giant mutton snapper in one of my latest videos. So check that out if you haven't seen it. I cry and everything, so don't make fun of me. All right, yeah, using a 5/0 mustad circle hook, wide gap, and I just use my Bubba Blade pliers, but we just tied a uni knot on there, 40-pound fluorocarbon leader. Let's get bait. These pinfish hurt so much. They have so many little spikes. All of those things on the dorsal fin are spikes, including on the back side. That's why they're called pinfish, I guess. But they have no teeth, but you get poked by these things all day long. I have so many holes in my hands. But here we go. As you can see, little pinfish going out. And as you can see how I rigged it, but right through the lips. That way it doesn't get double hooked back into the fish, and I want to hook the actual fish that's eating this guy. So we're gonna cast it out. Hooked up again! Can't seem to keep a line in the water. This is crazy. I need help. There's a mangrove, oh my God, it's a cubera. Oh, it's cubera, flip him in. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my gosh, that's a huge mangrove snapper. That's the biggest mangrove snapper I've ever caught on my boat. Now I'm freaking out. Holy goodness gracious, that's crazy. Dude, that thing is an ocean mangrove snapper. You guys, I hope you're watching my Florida Keys videos here, because we caught some big ones the other day, but this guy is huge. I'm pretty sure he's a mangrove. I don't believe that's a cubera. Yeah, he's got the big stripes. Yeah, he's a freaking giant mangrove snapper. Look at that beauty. Wow, that is a mangrove snapper. Heck yeah, that is so sweet. The biggest one I've caught in a while. But like I said, you guys need to be watching my Florida Keys videos because we are slaying it down here. Let's get a quick measure on them on the grizzly cooler. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Full moon bite is on, and these guys spawn this time of the year as well. He's about the same size as that mutton snapper. That's crazy. Beautiful fish. Back at the house, guys. Really awesome day on the water. Really can't complain. We got dinner, but I'm super excited to go in and make our fish sauce. We haven't made it in quite a while, but I'm just gonna get right to filleting this keeper mutton snapper. Also, one of our top 5 favorite fish to eat for sure. And I have plenty of how to fillet videos, guys. So if you're interested in how to actually do this step by step, you can check out those videos on my channel. But I'm just making my cut. Actually today I'm using my 7-inch tapered flex from Bubba Knives. Love this knife. This is actually my favorite go-to. And then I'll use their 9-inch tapered flex for bigger fish. But since this guy's a little on the smaller side, the 7-inch is perfect. Oh man, that meat looks so good already. Can't wait. We're almost done with this side. And I always say this, but a sharp knife is key to success here. There we go. Beautiful fillet. Let's skin it real quick. Get it out of this hot sun. Just at a 45-degree angle. Using the same knife. but you can use what works for you, of course. And I like a tape, I really like a flexible knife to really bend it and get it in there. Get the pin bones out. Oh, and here comes a little friend, a little kitty cat that wants to eat. No, it's not for you, buddy. Not for you. And it's going into my 5-gallon bucket right here. It's actually salt water and ice. And stop rubbing up on me. It's some random cat in the neighborhood. But every time I fillet fish the last couple weeks, he comes out. It's pretty funny. He's like appears out of nowhere. I don't even know the cat's name, but he's got no tail. Anyhow, but we put it in the salt water there because if you rinse off your fillet in fresh water, something happens to it where it's called like osmosis, and it causes the cells of the meat to expand, and it actually like takes the flavor away and makes it not taste as good and as fresh as you would hope for. So just a tip in the future, try to use salt water, and you can also make your own. And as far as how much salt to use and all that good stuff, just look it up on Google. Google's your friend, guys. Anyhow, so we're just gonna go ahead and get this other side off real quick. And then we're gonna take them right upstairs and make an awesome sauce. And we love to use this sauce for everything from grouper to snapper, to dolphin, mahi-mahi, everything. Everything is great with this sauce, and we actually got it from a friend of ours. So it's pretty cool to share it with you guys today. And we are going to also leave the recipe down in the comments below for y'all. We're done with one fish there. You can kind of see through his body. It means I did a good job. And I'm gonna go ahead and fillet up the couple more yellowtail and a mangrove snapper in the grizzly cooler, and then I'll meet y'all inside for the cooking section of this video.
All right, guys, let's come to your favorite segment, cooking with pudding.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
It's my favorite.
I got this recipe from a friend of ours, Dave Hickson. Thanks, Big Dave.
Shout out.
And we're gonna put the recipe down in the comments below, in the description below the video. But I just wing it, all right? Not wing it, but I've done it so many times. Right. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, the tricks and trades of it, and let's get right to it right now. So the sauce is a butter and cream sauce. We use heavy cream, okay? So I'm gonna I don't really measure the ingredients. I just put them in, ingredients. I just put them in. But basically, depending on how much sauce you wanna make, you're gonna use equal parts of heavy cream and butter. So if you want 2 cups of sauce, that's 1 cup each, all right? But let's get started. First thing I did was, I'm heating up some olive oil in the pan here, all right? And then I've already pre-chopped with my beautiful bowl blade knife some onion and garlic. Of course, put in as much onion and garlic as you want, all right? We love a lot of garlic. So first, I'm just gonna cook this. I'm gonna just brown this onion for like 3 or 4 minutes. It's been about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm gonna add the garlic. Now I'm gonna let that cook for about another 4 minutes and let that garlic simmer and get nice and soft. Ready for the next step, Darcy? Show them this real quick. Now you can see that this is pretty much all simmered up pretty good, sauteed up. So now we're gonna add some wine. And we are not wine connoisseurs. We just add almost any kind of wine. What is this? Sutter Home, Pinot something or other. You know, whatever wine you like. So, and this is, again, by taste, how much wine you want. It's a good amount. And so now with this wine, what you're gonna do is you're gonna reduce this 50%. So take a look at it. Darcy, you take a look at it too, and then when it gets down 50%, then we can both confirm. So there we go. Let me show you what we're doing with the vegetables. All right, we've already put some vegetables here in the oven. Not in my own house. I don't have those pot things. But here they are. We're just baking them. This is asparagus, and it's just olive oil and salt and pepper, okay? And then you cook that how you like it. I don't like it cooked that much. Darcy likes it real cooked. Bibbidi boop, it's about 10 to 15 minutes later, and it looks like we're down about 50%. Darcizzle says it's okay. So now I'm gonna add that cream and butter like you said. Again, I'm gonna do a cup of each. A cup of cream and a cup of butter. Oh, cooking with pudding. That's what happens. That's what happens. Now this time also, up here, Darcizzle, you can also put in, if you like, you can put in those tomatoes. What are those called, Darcizzle? Sun-dried tomatoes, right? Or you can also, I guess, if you're not having it over asparagus, you can probably put little asparagus pieces in here. You can do all kinds of stuff. Then I'm just gonna salt and pepper it to taste. I don't know what Darcizzle do with my salt and pepper. Ooh, thank you, my lovely assistant. Salt and pepper to taste, and also sugar to taste. I put some sugar in there, and it makes it delicious. Oh, look at that, what magic. So there we go, and now we're gonna let this heat up, and butter's gonna melt, and I like to bring it to a boil twice. All right, so and you gotta keep stirring it, otherwise, because it's obviously a milk sort of a product or cream, you don't want to burn it. So bring it to a boil twice. That's what I do, and then it's gonna be delicious. Time to get that fish started. You can see I got this all mixed up a little bit, so this is almost on its way to its first boil. Now let me tell you about how I cook this fish. We're cooking that delicious mutton and some mangrove that Darcy we caught, and she cleaned up before for you. And there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm just cooking it in butter right now. Okay, that's one of my favorite ways to do it. But making the fish crunchy really makes it delicious, you know, with different texture with this sauce. Now I'm fat, I'm overweight, obviously. Well, I lost a little, if some of you guys noticed, thank you. But so we're trying to keep it down. But if you want to dredge it in some milk or eggs, and then put breadcrumbs on it or just flour, it makes it nice and crispy, and it's delicious with the sauce. Or you can even just cook it in oil instead of butter. Turn up the heat a little bit and make the edges crunchy, and that's really nice too. But I'm just doing it in butter here. And what I do is, you'll see how it goes, but I put it in the pan. And then I wait for it to cook, maybe you know, 3 minutes or so. Fish cooks about 10 minutes per inch. And I wait till it gets white going in on the sides, and then I flip it. So right now, we got this mutton going, or is this the mangrove? I'm not sure. The mangrove was huge.
It's mutton.
That's mutton. All right, says Darcy. Oh, look over here. Says, oh look. See, this is boiling a little bit already. So we want to keep that stirring. So this is well on its way. All right, now you can see the sauce right down here, Darcizzle. It's boiling like crazy. Put up like the 5th time now. I'm going to take that off. And that is going to cool down, and it's going to thicken up real nice right there. All right, so we're just going to leave that. Now come look at the fish, Darcizzle. Like I told you, you see this white? See this white all around the meat? That means it's, you know, getting done. That's when I'm going to flip it. All right, guys, now here's how you test if it's done. Oh, I almost started the fire. All right, here's how you test if it's done. You just stick obviously you can cut it in half and check it. But you can also stick a fork in it, and if it goes through nice and easy, and you don't feel any flesh in it, then it's done, okay? These thicker pieces are gonna need maybe a little bit more time, and that's right. So I'm gonna take these little pieces off, cook these big pieces for another couple minutes, or a minute or less, and then I'm gonna cook the mangrove. And then we're going to put it all together with the asparagus like Darcy likes, and you're going to see this delicious meal. Looks pretty good, Darcizzle.
Yes, I usually devour this meal. Doesn't matter what kind of fish is on top. We cook all sorts of fish using this recipe. But I also pre-cut my asparagus, and I like to take a bite of the sauce and the fish and a little bit of asparagus, like all at once. You don't have to do it that way. It's all going to one plate.
It's all personal preference.
Brian always does an amazing job with this recipe. I don't even mess with it because he has become such an expert cooker. Cooking with pudding.
Cooking with pudding.
Thank you.
Look at that. That makes it all worth it, right, guys? All the work? Woohoo! All right.
So good.
The key is not to overcook that fish, dude. Cook it nice and little. All right. So until next time, guys.
What about you tasting it?
It's delicious. I already know. I gotta get to eating.
He eats it as he's cooking.
I love cooking. I just devour the whole thing.
Anyhow, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will post the how to cook it and how to make it down in the description below. And until our next adventure,
follow your dreams and keep on catching. All right, I gotta get over that mangrove.
Oh my God. What's up, guys? Good morning. Darcizzle and Pudding coming at you this morning. We're a fishing couple here in South Florida, and this is the video number 3 of our Florida Keys adventure series down here in the beautiful lower Keys, particularly right here in Big Pine Key. And today we are going to be using the fish angler app to our advantage and heading out into the back country, which is basically the Gulf side, not the ocean side, and getting way up back in there to a couple different areas that are supposed to be really great fishing spots. And we haven't been there in a couple years, so we're going to kind of navigate ourselves into there and hopefully catch a lot of fish.
right, Darcizzle, after some trials and tribulations.
We made it. Got stuck a bunch of times. Trying to navigate in the backcountry is just a little nerve-wracking. But we have made it. We're here. Look at all the bait. Oh my goodness.
This is just one of our favorite spots in the Keys. Friend Kevin showed it to us.
Slow it down so I can put it all the way down.
Yeah. Down the Gulf side. Just pretty much straight
Beautiful.
north of Big Pine.
We made it.
And
we made
yeah,
it.
you know, in the Keys, if you're going to backcountry, you have to expect to run aground. So just be ready. And you know, I don't know what kind of gauge you have in your boat. I only have like one of those, like 2 gauges. One of them has like a ton of different modes. And so you're gonna put that mode on water temperature.
Yeah.
I don't know if you usually keep it on volts or RPMs, but you're gonna put it on water temperature. And when your engine starts overheating, that's when you turn it off and put on your trolling motor. It's a little good advice.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right. Getting a bite here. Just letting this fish run with his bait because I just had 2 bites back to back and let it run and then never hooked the fish. So I'm just making sure this fish eats my bait. There it goes. Circle hook, and it pulled again. All right, so that's telling me that I'm getting some bites, but my bait might be a little bit on the big side, and the chum is starting to go out here. We're starting to see some kudas behind us, so it's only a matter of time before we actually hook up, but you can see right here that this fish just circled back. You see how my circle hook is like turned around in the bait? So the fish did that, and that's why he never got hooked. You can see he's all tore up, so something definitely tried to eat him. Well, let's get a freshie and see what happens. Let's peel him. I have my finger on this braid. Ooh, running with it now. I'm gonna let him eat it. Just gotta figure out what the fish want sometimes. They eat it right away, or they want to swim with it and eat it. Tight.
Nice.
Reel them up, just in case the kudos. Really? You? That's funny.
What do you got?
It's a snapper. I think that's a schoolmaster.
Really?
Yeah.
What's there?
Slightly different. Looks kind of like a mangrove with the lines here on the eyes.
Pretty.
But with the yellow tails, that's not a mangrove, obviously. And look at this growth.
Hold them up horizontal so we can see them. He's so pretty.
Yeah, let me get the hook out. There he is. And check out that weird looking growth. See it sticking straight out?
Yeah.
Ew. But cool fish. First fish of the day. I think that's a schoolmaster. I could be wrong. Not a dog snapper, but a schoolmaster. All right, guys, so we're gonna cut the hook here and let this fish go. But I will be posting a fishing report of this area on the Fish Angler app. Let's just throw them back in. So that way you guys can come out here and do this too, and I'll post the series of what we caught here. And hopefully, obviously the fishing is just beginning, but there's a lot of big sharks here, big barracudas, wide variety of snapper. You basically catch everything you want right in this one spot. Really cool, and that's why Fish Angler is so amazing, because all of us get to share the information together and help all of us catch more fish, whether you're a very beginner fisherman or angler to an expert. You know, Fish Angler is for all of us. So you guys gotta make sure you follow me on there. Whoa, trying to get rigged up after I cut that hook out, and sure enough, our deadbait rod just goes off. Oh, I hope he's over the anchor. Going forward, follow your fish. Going out into the flat. All right, so hooked up on another fish just like that. Have all these lines out, and this current in the chum is really just starting to move, attracting fish over to our boat right around this point here at Content. Ooh, oh, what it is. Big stingray, holy cow. Keeping himself on the bottom, that's what it is. Fighting a huge stingray. It's just got color of him. That's why he's staying down deep. And when he ran out into the flat like that, you know, I wasn't sure what it was because I didn't see a dorsal fin shark would have. He's keeping himself straight down.
All right, I'm gonna try and handle this darn stingray. This is always fun. Bring him in.
Brian wants to bring him on the boat.
Well, I want to try and get his hook out if I can.
You're not gonna use a net?
The net?
Well, If you think you can lift him,
I think I should use the net.
Put your fingers in it behind his eyes right there.
No.
Put him on the boat. He ain't gonna fit in there. So huge.
He fits.
Woo! Look at that monster. Wowee. This thing is massive.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Woohoo! All right. All right.
Woohoo! We did it. We did it.
All right.
Good job. He lives.
He's fine.
Totally fine. What do you think about that?
He's right there.
Yep. Swimming away.
Nice. Nice job, Darcizzle. Not really the target species, but it's fun to catch different stuff out here. And
that's the biggest stingray we've caught in a long time.
yeah, biggest one in a long time.
Didn't really want to handle him too much because we wanted to release him.
Yeah, we got those spines in the back, you know, like Steve Irwin experienced. So nice job, Darcizzle. I wanted to touch base on that fish angle wrap again real quick. I don't want to harp on it too much, but you know, Darcy always posts her catches on there, but it also has, I know we've been sponsored by them for like 2 years, but I literally just started playing with it more, and I have this, they have like layers, right? And you press this little button up on top, which is a standard layer icon or whatever. And you know, then you can filter by catches, photos of catches, all this kind of stuff. But importantly, like for navigating and weather, is you can just turn on the buoys that are in your area, and you can look at the buoys. So really, this morning, what we did is, you know, we looked at the app, and you know, also we can find regular weather. So we saw that the wind was going to be dying down today.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, finally, right, Sizzle?
We're finally able to make it to the spot.
And I was easily in one location able to see like the buoys, you know, the NOAA buoys for what the tide's going to be coming up here to the you know, the Gulf side of Big Pine, and we were able to see that the tide was going to be rising. So when you're in the flats, you know, it's super important that you know, you pay attention to those tides, depending on what boat you have, of course. And so we want to come in here when the tide's going up, and then when it starts coming down a little bit, you know, we want to scoot out of here because it's the flats, and we're not that familiar. So you know, we drive around the highest tides, and then we, you know, and then we get a little more familiar, and then we can go on lower tide. But the app, it was just really helpful. All your information is in one spot. And of course, you can also, we also looked at the, what Darcy loves is the moon phases. Mm-hmm. And that's a layer on there too. So super helpful all in one place. You just got to learn how to navigate it, which, you know, anyone can learn in 2 minutes.
Right. Instead of having like 5 different apps, you literally have it all in one app.
Yeah. And I know they also, you know, they're also into the, you know, I know we do saltwater, but they do a lot of freshwater stuff too. They're at the Bassmaster, you know, this weekend and stuff. So, you know, anyway, check it out. It's free. You can't lose. Literally.
Woo! Might be a cuda. What is it? Whoa! What the heck is that? Whoa! What did I just hook? Oh my God! That's sick! A shark just came up and tried to eat my keeper mutton! 4 pounds! Whoa! Sick. I didn't see any fish back here. Just casted it out quite a distance because, of course, you know, when you have your chum out, the fish come back here and eat your chum, and it's usually the smaller fish that are closer to the boat because they're dumber. And of course, the bigger the snapper, the smarter they are, so they stay further back. But look at that. In the backcountry, we just landed a keeper mutton snapper. Just like you guys know, back home, I love catching these guys. Always nice to see them show up in the Florida Keys as well. That was a really fun fight on light tackle. Really nice to see a keeper mutton back in the backcountry. But again, we're gonna post exactly where we caught this beautiful fish on the Fish Angler app. Heck yeah! That is so cool. We'll double check, but he's probably like 19.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's our first mutton at this spot.
Yeah.
Wow. Beaut. Circle hook right in the corner. Just wasn't going anywhere. The shark literally came up too at the last second.
And Sizzle, what are you using? Your same bridge setup from last night?
Yes, exactly. Tiny little 4/0 circle hook here, as well as a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. And you can see I've got 2 split shots on there as well. But that's what it takes to get these bites. These fish are very smart. especially in the back country that we have a lot of clear water. I can see the bottom, so these fish can see exactly, you know, that line and stuff. So 20 pounds seems to do the trick lately, and we're catching them. Beautiful. I'll double check, but I'm sure he's good.
Yeah.
Nice. We only have a couple more hours of this tide before we gotta leave, because then the tide's gonna fall and we don't want to get stuck out here in the backcountry. This is our favorite part of the Florida Keys so far. Mine too, but Brian mentioned it the other night and I totally agree with them. It's just really exciting to see all this beautiful ice in here, because at the house we're staying at, they have like an unlimited supply of a fish or ice machine, which hopefully one day I need to invest in. But for now, it's a very expensive machine, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and bleed him, because we're gonna have a delicious dinner tonight. Clean and cook this bad boy. 21 inches long, they gotta be 18, so that's a really nice backcountry mutton. I like to bleed them while they're alive. You can just rip the gill plates with your knife right here. I actually have like a gut hook on this Smith knife, which is awesome. And just rip it like so. And then you can also cut them right here too. But the gut hook works well. You know, I just cut that gill plate right there, and then same exact thing, just get it up in there. Hold
Show
on.
him how you can cut it too.
Hold on to his eyes. Yeah, and then right here, you want to cut right here. Like basically cut the throat. You see he's already bleeding out. You don't need to go all the way through, but I did. All right, so he's gonna bleed out. That's gonna be a nice, delicious mutton snapper fillet. And on the ice he goes. We'll bury him in a second, let him cool down, let him bleed out. Let's get some more fish. Nice start. Hooked up again. This feels like a shark.
Should be a shark, it's a dead bait.
Yeah, I can feel it head shaking like a shark.
Is it
All right, we're gonna land this one quick.
Oh, he's a little bigger. Ow!
You okay?
Yes.
Got the hook back.
Yeah, the hook popped.
Perfect.
Hook popped out and hit me in the hand, and then bounced
And you went, ow!
bounced off my knuckle and hit me in the head.
Boys are so,
Dumb.
everything is so painful. Ow! Ow, it hurt me. Like last night in the last video, the mangrove bit his stomach.
That.
He like screams, ow, so everyone can hear him.
Men need sympathy.
And he doesn't have a mark on his belly.
How would you know?
Because I looked yesterday. When he bit
You know, men act like babies because women don't give us any attention, and we need coddling. You don't understand. It's not that hard. It's not that easy to be tough as we are all the time, and we need a little love.
Men are puppy dogs.
And so we try and get a little compassion and empathy, and no.
Men are puppy dogs.
Comment below, fellas. My knuckle hurts a little bit.
Put more sunscreen on your hands.
It's true.
I don't know. You want to do a different area, or?
Yeah, we could probably move.
Sound like we got those two snappers, and then the rays and nurses got so thick that like
Yeah.
they're not, can't get it to those other fish besides the rays and nurses, and these fish that were behind here are not here anymore. They haven't been here.
Yeah.
So it's like something
I
happened.
think the current's actually slowing down now. It's almost noon. It looks like we still have the current, but
you
the
wanna-
thing in the Keys is, the thing in the Keys, and just like it's starting to be in Jupiter and Stewart, you can put out chum to attract fish, and then you get some good fish, but then the sharks come and eat all your fish.
Honestly, so we really just got lucky with that keeper mutton snapper, and then kind of, we got stuff you'd call crap fish, but at the same time, we're having fun following our dreams. So
yeah, this is, we had to have a lot of memories in this particular location because it's one of the first times we've been way back here. Our friend Kevin Rowley from Tighten Up Charters took us back here.
Yes.
And then we took Darcy's dad back here before he passed.
Yes.
It's really one of our favorite spots.
Connor.
It's just, it's a little breezy right now. But it's still beautiful. And then we always catch fish here too.
Yeah, can't complain.
Like we did today.
Do you want to get closer to the mangrove edge there and look, and you just want to leave? We can go over there too.
I think it's gonna be more of the same.
All right, guys, we are back at the fish camp, and it's time to fillet up the beautiful mutton snapper that I caught, which was just a crazy catch. I love catching muttons, but also just goes to show you that these deep sea fish that are supposed to be in the ocean are also back in the backcountry and on the flats. And our buddy Kevin catches redfish and snook, cobia out back. I don't know about how much triple tail are out there, but again, just shows you that these fish are both places, backcountry and offshore. Just getting my knife nice and sharp here. Filleted a bunch of fish the other day. You guys watched that mangrove video. Hopefully you did. You had a great time that trip. But here we go. We're gonna fillet this mutton. Not a bad sized mutton. It's actually perfect for the two of us to eat. Put it in an eye, put him behind the camera. So really, no complaints. And then we're gonna use his carcass for hopefully some dead bait for some tarpon or chum or whatever. So just sticking it right in, make the cut, and always angle it. I always like to say this over and over, but you wanna angle it up to the head. So that way you get as much head meat as possible. So just make that cut all the way in. And we bled this fish too, if you remember, so we got that cut right there, so we'll see how the meat looks. But the meat looks great no matter what, whether you bled the fish or you didn't bleed the fish. And lately these days, I've been bleeding most of my fish. It's just been a thing I've been doing. And I don't really know about a huge difference other than the taste goes, but I do see a difference in the meat as far as like, you know, less blood and less of a bloodline in the fish when they're bled. All right, just angling that knife in there. We're gonna get every ounce of meat off this bad boy. And I think Brian, the pudding, is gonna cook it on the outdoor grill. And hopefully you guys will be able to see some of these key deer because Big Pine is known for the key deer in this area. And they only live on this key. And they're like little dogs. They don't get very big. They're really cool. Some of the bucks have antlers, I guess you would call it, or racks, right? Racks. And then I've heard too lately there's little baby deer around, and I have not seen them yet, but it would be really cool if they showed up. They usually come when you're cooking outside. So you might see the little, we call them little dogs because they come up begging for food. All right, so there we go. Beautiful mutton fillet. Let's go ahead and just skin it. And like I said earlier,
We're not gonna skin it, we're gonna do it on a half shell.
oh yeah, I was about to go do this. Oh my goodness, sorry. Should I just take the bloodline out?
Yeah, take the
Or the bones.
Yeah,
Another way you can do this is just, actually, I don't know how this is gonna work too great, but I'm gonna give it a go. Outline the bones, even though we can just eat around those, and then angle my knife underneath. There we go.
yes.
Perfect. And get a little bit of that belly meat right there. You see that little skin? Just slab that off real quick. But not to say it over and over, but make sure you follow me on the Fish Angler app for a lot of great tips and tricks there that I don't share anywhere else. Just type in the search function Darcizzle and you'll see all my good information there. I'll also reply to you, so any questions, ask away. All right, there he is. Let's knock out the other side real quick, and then I'll meet you guys right over here for the barbecue.
Thanks so much for slabbing off those fillets, Darcizzle, and keeping the skin on the half shell. Welcome guys to another edition of Cooking with Puddin' Outside Big Pine Barbecue Edition. Sizzle, where's my fish?
Looks like I'm arriving at the same exact time. Fresh fish, anybody? Delivery?
Wow, what a coincidence that was, everybody.
Perfect.
Weird. All right, so going with our theme, ladies and gentlemen, of cooking simple when you're on vacation, because of course you could be in a location that you don't know anything about. You could be at a vacation house, on a trailer, camping, in a motel, you don't know. So we got a barbecue here and we're gonna keep it super simple. Let me get started here real quick. All right. Oh, it's hot. I got it warmed up already because I'm learning something. And so we're gonna have a traditional barbecue. I got corn. So all I did was wrap it up in tin foil and just butter and salt and pepper in there. This is hot. You know it's hot? And when it's 90 degrees in the Florida Keys and you got your steaming barbecue in front of you. So we're gonna put these on here. I'm not exactly sure how long those take. And I cooked the fish, or as you saw, we had Darcy just do on the half shell. And you can cook any number of fish like this, okay? You can, particularly redfish, anything with a heavy scales on it, right? Like striped bass maybe for you northerners. And redfish is another well-known one. So I got the fish on here. I'm gonna do salt and pepper. We're keeping it simple, right? Everybody has salt and pepper. Very simple. All right, then we're gonna coat it with some butter. I melted some butter, look at this. Ooh, it's gonna probably start a fire. That's okay. The barbecue. That's gonna go down, don't worry everybody. So we're just gonna get that over on it. Right. All right. Now you always gotta have an acid. It's fine, don't worry, it's got those hard scales. We're gonna use tomatoes today. You can also use lemon. Put those right on top. Right on top. Look at this. Awesome. Those are gonna be delicious once they're cooked. And we're all set. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna get the camera down a little closer. Look at this. Look at this. Nice, right? The fire went down, don't worry. And we're all set. All right, I got it on medium heat. I'm gonna leave this in here, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, because we know fish cooks at 10 minutes an inch, okay? I think it's done. That's what done looks like. All right, I'm just gonna put these on a tray, and we'll meet you at the table. Let's see what Darcy says. I'm having a little trouble. Again, you know, when you're on your own, you're roughing it, you don't have all the utensils you're used to. So, you know, sometimes things are gonna get a little messy. Oh well, you know, that's how we roll over here, cooking with pudding. And then one thing I like to do is scrub the grill after this. You're gonna get all that stuff off. Just give it a quick thing with a wire brush. Don't forget to turn off the gas.
I'm gonna be doing this the whole
Hey, Darcizzle. It's super hot and it's flies.
The flies are like attacking us. It's crazy. And sure enough, the second I say that, like I want to film the key here for you guys, they're literally not here. Like the last, I don't know, week we've been here. Every night they show up at this hour, whether I have food or don't have food, and they're not here tonight. It's just so weird. So I apologize. But maybe Brian will throw in some B-roll.
Yeah, we got plenty of B-roll, and
like literally one like bonked him like on his knee the other night, like begging for food.
I know you piners are feeding these beasts, and so because every time we come here, they get closer and closer, right up on top of you.
Yeah.
Like right next to you. It's almost scary.
They'll stand within 2 feet of you.
No.
Closer.
6 inches.
Yeah, they don't care about your personal space.
No, but I also got a little B-roll. This wonderful place we're staying at. It's just so Keys-ish, I guess. And it's like a fish camp. It's awesome. And of course, you can see it more in all the other videos in this series. You should definitely check those out. But how?
And of course, the fish is amazing. We should do more barbecued fish more often, but sauteed is just as good. But I feel like when you barbecue it, just kind of like brings out different flavors of the fish.
Oh.
I don't know. It's interesting, like more the smoky
More
flavor.
smoky, and you can put.
And then you get like the oils seeping out of the fish. I don't know. It's good. You know, simple and good. And
Yeah, you know, we honestly at home have a really crappy barbecue, and this is a really nice one here actually. So maybe we just need to get into the barbecue, and that'll probably make it more fun for me and easier. Again, if
somebody want to sponsor with the barbecue, let us know.
Yes, please feel free.
But yeah, so this is an amazing meal, delicious. We're gonna like scarf this super fast because again, it's crazy flies all around here. But we just want to give a special thank you to Fish Angler App for sponsoring this video. They've been great supporters of ours now for 2 years.
Yeah,
so love them. Again, check them out, please. And yeah, if you have any more questions, drop them down below. Anything else we talked about in the video will be down below as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed.
Is the corn done?
I have not tried it yet. I'm trying to eat the fish.
Corn's good.
Ooh, yummy.
All right.
Can't wait to eat the corn too. Perfect, simple, delicious meal. And now we're all ready to go fishing bright and early tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We hope you enjoyed. I'm going to sit here and stuff my mouth, but I can't talking, so we're going to just wrap it up. But until our next awesome adventure, follow your dream
and keep on catching.
My ear's not open.
You're a terrible Keys person.
That's lame.
That's so un-Keys of you.
I know.
What kind of piner are you?
Come on, flies. Jeez. What's up, guys? It's another beautiful day down here in the Florida Keys. We're out of Big Pine Key today, and we just started the engine, and we're gonna back up down this long canal and get ready to go on another adventure. So middle of the day, we actually had to finish a YouTube video that's complete, and now it's time to get some fishing done, get some bait, get some chum, spend more money, you know, same old game.
Yeah, check out that video. It's really great, honestly, guys. It was really a nice story with Darcy. You know, having a hard time and getting some redemption.
Both
awesome
of
video.
us.
Yeah, mostly you though. And today we're going to try different things. We got to pick up our pin chip trap, get some chum. We're going to try some tarpon, maybe some mangroves, and we'll just see what happens.
All right, guys. Here we go, picking up the pinfish trap, and it's loaded. I can feel them kicking in there. Oh yeah. Always nice start to the day when you got plenty of bait. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Got crabs, you got gummy pinfish, you got everything.
All right, real quick on the pinfish trap. I don't want to spend too much time because we went over it a lot in the other video. You get your pinfish trap at Cujo Sales. You put a block of chum in it. You put it in the grass flats, okay? Where it's a decent amount of current. Sometimes we like to put it in a sand spot within a grass spot. You pick up the next day.
Look at this guy. Legit bite out of his back and he's alive. Look at that crap.
Nice.
That's crazy. This shows you how resilient fish are. That's a way old injury. Cool.
All right. Got our chum and we're at the spot.
Yep, we're gonna show you guys exactly how I'm catching mangrove snapper today. Haven't caught any yet. Brian's got a lucky BANAN on the boat and I cut my leg already. Nice.
All right, Sizzle, you can throw it over right here if you want.
Right here?
Throw it over there. Throw it to the right. We'll get a little closer.
To the right?
Yeah, that way we can drift right over it. I'll back up a little. Go ahead.
This side, right?
That's fine. Doesn't matter. Tip number one with your anchors, have plenty of chain. 20 feet minimum. I don't care how big your boat is.
Not a lot of current.
No, we know there's not a lot of current. So we position ourselves here at the low and we're gonna fish the incoming. All right, there's no current yet, so we use the trolling motor.
All right, guys, so as we're waiting for the current to switch, because it still seems like it's pretty slack or just beginning to switch on the incoming here, just met a fan over here, which is awesome, and told us a little bit about this bridge that he's dove, but I'm actually getting rigged up as we speak right now. I'm using a little 4/0 circle hook in line, and I have 20-pound fluorocarbon as my leader, which is a little light for bridge fishing, but I'm also trying to get bites. So if I get broken off a lot, I'm gonna keep switching it up. Just tying it on with a standard uni knot. I use uni knot quite a bit. That's like one of my favorite knots. Cinch it down, and then I'm gonna take a split shot right here. Probably gonna see what happens here if I need one right now, and then as the current gets like heavier and moves in faster, I'll have to use more weight to get it on the bottom because that's where the snappers are. So that's basically the setup. Gonna pinch this split shot on 3-4 feet up from my hook, and then we're all ready to fish, and we're gonna stick a live gumdrop on there, AKA pinfish.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use actually a little bit heavier gear because obviously you saw our last video. There's some big fish here, and really Darcy's setup is, you know, she's an excellent angler, so she's catching those fish, but, you know, I'm gonna use heavy, she's gonna use light, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it.
Oh, she's jumping right on.
There you go.
There we go.
Perfect.
Awesome, guys.
Thank you. You're welcome. So nice to meet you. Next time if I see you guys out here, I'll bring stickers for your daughter.
Yeah.
I'm using 20 and 30. It's really light, I know, but I get a lot of breakoffs because of that. Yeah. There you go. Cool. Perfect. Awesome.
There
You're
we go.
welcome.
Now we got
Awesome.
something.
Very cool. Nice. You're welcome. Thank you. Same to you guys. Catch them up. Yeah, we'll be here till like dark, and then we're gonna go home.
All right, so we got a fish on. I don't know where she's going. Get us out of the camera.
Got him out.
I know, I can see that.
Man, that was insane, guys. I just learned my lesson here. Was using 30-pound fluorocarbon leader, wasn't getting any bites. The current starts ripping, and I'm like, man, I gotta fish 20-pound to get these bites. Sure enough, did. Check this out. Oh my God, big cuda. Whoa! Whoa!
Nice mango.
Whoa, we got, no, that's a cubera.
Oh, it's a cabera.
We got him. Heck yeah. Dude, that's what it takes, guys, okay? I literally just tackled down
Hold on.
from 20 to 30-pound fluoro to get the bites. These fish are so smart that in this green water, you would think like that you would get the bites on 30 or 40, because Brian and I have both been fishing bigger, like he's fishing bigger baits and I'm fishing a little bit smaller. We weren't getting any bites for an hour. And I literally 5 minutes ago just put on 20-pound leader. It's teeny tiny for a bridge, teeny tiny. But that's how smart these snappers are, including the cabera snapper. And I just got broke off twice, and then sure enough, I just pulled that guy out of the bridge, turned his head, and that's what it takes to get these fish out of this bridge. Unfortunately, you really need some angling skills to get them out. There's no way. They're just gonna turn you right around and just break you off. Oh my goodness, we're getting the bite on now.
I literally can't believe it. Like, she was fishing 30-pound.
Yeah.
We had like an hour waiting for the current to get moving. It finally got moving, the chum's going out, and we're getting any bites.
That's
and like
how smart
yesterday,
these
at this time
are.
we're getting bites. And she just went from 30 to 20 fluoro. And she just, the second she put it in, she lost, you know, got rocked up. But she got the bites, and then she just pulled this one out. So
Yeah.
it was literally, it was like a light switch. I couldn't believe it.
That's, I mean, but that's the difference between catching fish and not catching fish is like, you know, most of the captains, like even like Captain Pat Smith, Daymaker, he would never tackle down to this. Like, there's just some things you gotta do to get the bites, and I'm out here trying to make videos and, you know, do my job. And so anyways, I got him out of the structure. That's what counts. So you know what? 20 is working. It's just like a battle of the battle. And I just had a 7-foot barracuda come up here and try to eat them. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. So if you guys have been watching our Florida Keys series down here, you know, as you know, this trip is brought to you by Landshark Lager directly. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, baby. Landshark time. It's actually past 5 o'clock. I should have a beer right now. But they sponsored this trip for us, so they help us with our travel expenses. So want to thank them for another epic day on the water. But we need to get back to fishing and stop talking. Let's go.
And it's also epic to have an ice machine at the house.
Yes. Get back to
Yeah, having an ice machine is like one of the sickest things in the whole wide world. But anyway, also, I know you guys always ask, where do you find Landshark Lager? Where's Landshark Lager? It's not in my area. It is, okay? And just like anything else, guys, it's a little life lesson. Google Landshark Lager near me. It's gonna pop up. They have a website, landsharklager.com, with a locator, okay, for your zip code. But just Google it. All that's gonna come up, okay, guys?
Get him, Brian. Get him out. Short pumps. Sick. Sick. Get him, babe. What you got? I'm backwards. How'd you do that? That is some wild crap right there. How did you do that? We were about to double up and mine just got taken.
I hooked him in the tail.
That was crazy, Brian. How'd you do that?
I'm good.
That's a really good angling skill, to hook, I mean, a circle hook in the tail. And it's a keeper fish.
Dad, insult to injury.
Brian's playing with
I
his
was
fish.
playing with his fish hooked in the tail, and
Brian's
he bit my shirt, and he bit my belly. Look at this.
Brian's like, ow, he bit me.
Did I show you guys this? I caught him in the tail.
Oh my God. What was that?
There's sharks here too. He
Whoa.
got hooked in the tail. I caught him by the tail, and then he bit my belly through the shirt.
Tarpon! Tarpon! I just jumped the tarpon.
We just
Did you just see that?
Tarpon. You see that?
Did you just see that?
Yeah.
Right at the boat.
Jesus.
That was sick.
How big was it?
20 pounds. 15.
Oh, good. That's perfect.
He was so little, he almost jumped in the boat. He was
Yeah,
right
he did
here.
almost jump in the boat.
I was like, what the hell's going on with my line?
He's going crazy over here at the bridge. I got bit in the belly. I caught a fish by the tail. I got bit in the belly, and then a tarpon jumped in the boat. I don't know if they got that on film or not, but.
It's feeling like a grouper this time. No, it's a Ming.
Nice one, sizzle.
Yeah, that's a nice Ming. Nice. Ooh, sorry. That he hit differently than those Caberas. They don't freaking like bite it like, I don't know, it was just a different fight that time. And I hooked him in the mouth, but
He's also much smaller.
much smaller. Still it's really a stud mangrove. It's just so much smaller. So much smaller than that Cabera. It's another mangrove. Wow, mangroves are chewing now. It's another nice one. Woo!
My shoe fell off that time.
Oh, he got hooked on the inside. Wild.
Got it?
He's right here. Oh, there he is. Another mangrove. Smaller. He ate that little grunt. All right, guys, we are back at the house, and we've got our cooler here. I've already got to work and got some fish done already, but I left the biggest ones for you guys to fillet on camera live. Here's our biggest mangrove snapper. Very nice. A few other nicer ones in here too, but yep, that is definitely a mangrove. So let us head over to the awesome fillet table here right at the fish camp. You see that was a tiki hut, and then we just walk right over here, right by the water, and you know, everything goes right into the canal system. One day, hopefully I'll have a house like this, because this is just the perfect setup for somebody who lives on the water like we do. I'm actually gonna give him a quick spray, because he is a little skunked up with some slime. Okay, I'm diving right into this fish. I'm gonna use my 9-inch Lawaya. This is a fillet knife, 9-inch Lawaya from Smith Consumer Products. Very flexible, bendable knife that I like. I like a flex in my fillet knives so I can work it around those bones. And you'll just see here in just a second how sharp this knife is. But super affordable, and then even better, I have an awesome promo code, Darcizzle15, to receive 15% off these awesome knives, whatever you want on their website, plus free shipping. So it's really a great deal. And you can see that we're just making quick work of this beautiful fish. Smith is also known for their sharpeners, so go out there and get your knife sharpener as well, because over time, your edge will dull with anything. If you cut a lot of fish or fillet a lot of fish, it will happen. You're cutting through those scales and bones, so they're really well known for their sharpeners, but also well known for these knives as well. So you just saw we knocked that off, no problem. Beautiful piece of meat right there. And then we're just gonna go right in with the same exact knife and slab that off. Beautiful. And then of course, a little bit of pin bones. Outline those out. But we are starving. Time to celebrate, have a delicious meal in the house with this beautiful mangrove and the rest of the fish we caught. But I am very, very excited. And we took the skin off because we want the skin off this particular time. Maybe in the future we'll do another one with keeping the skin on and cooking them on the barbecue. That's our fish right there. A little bit of meat right there that we just pull off. And there he is. He's all set. Ready. And I'm not really gonna take the cheek meat on this fish. I know a lot of you guys like to see me do that, but it's just so small. I mean, he's a nice fish, but it's not really a lot. It's not really worth it. It's probably gonna be like this amount to cook. So I'm not gonna do that, but his carcass is gonna be saved. He's going right into the bucket along with his skin, because hopefully we're gonna use that to catch a tarpon down here in the Florida Keys. So stay tuned for some more tarpon content if you wanna see that as well. All right, so I'm gonna finish up the other side of this fish and then drink my land shark and then meet you guys in the house for more land shark and cooking with pudding.
Thanks a lot, Darcizzle, for flaying up those mangroves and also those caberas she did earlier. Welcome, guys, to another edition of Cooking with Pudding. Big Pine in the Keys edition. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're excited. I am too. Today we're going to be cooking up. Well, you know, when you go to the Keys, sometimes, I don't know, you feel like you're camping. It's completely civilized, but I don't know, you go down the Keys and you act like it's a third world country, like it's not, it's fine, but you might be staying in some strange house, a different house. You might actually be camping. You might be in a trailer, you might be in a mobile home, you might be in a hotel or a motel. So you don't have all of your familiar kitchen gadgets and ingredients available. Obviously there's stores, they have Publix and all this kind of great stuff. So, oh, here's Darcizzle.
What's up?
Here's the star of the show.
Yes. You guys are asking me too lately, why am I, this is a side note. Sorry, we're going on a tangent here.
She's kind of taking over my
side
of the show, guys.
Why I'm wearing like clothing and like jackets and pants and stuff, and it's because of the no-see-ums. That's why. They're like, it's weird that you're wearing that in June.
There's bugs everywhere.
I know, it's very hot, but like, I was just downstairs and I'm wearing pants on purpose so they don't attack me. That's why. Okay.
All right.
But yes, feels like you're camping.
I don't know if we mentioned it in this video, but what about the banana situation? We had bananas on the boat this time
yes.
too. So now every time we have bananas, it's a big deal with us in our business. I know it doesn't, you guys don't think about this, but if we don't create a video, after a couple days or a day, that's kind of like we're not kind of getting our work done.
Yeah.
And so, but now every time we bring a banana, we make a video.
Yeah.
We're up to 3 in a row now.
We are.
Killing it.
We are.
And also let me know if you like this view, like how it's placed here, because it's, again, we're not in our familiar situations. Anyway, okay, so we're in Big Pine, staying at a friend's house. We don't have all our usual accoutrements. Is that how I pronounce that word?
Condiments.
Condiments?
What?
Accoutrements, whatever.
Condiments?
Anyway.
We can't even find measuring cups.
Are you still in my portion of the video?
Oops. Butter's burning.
This is what I need. This is what we need, guys, right? Do I bother her with just fishing? Yes.
Quiet.
Whatever. All right. So, I don't have my recipes, I don't have my stuff, but we're gonna make Pudding's Big Pine special sauce. And first I'm gonna cook this fish. I'm just cooking the fish in butter. I put salt and pepper on it and just throw it in here. Look at this, guys.
I'm his helper.
You're not helping.
I'm being quiet and helping.
You don't sound quiet. Anyway, so we're gonna use Pudding's favorite ingredients, not in any particular amounts or orders. And that, of course, is butter and cream, garlic, and what, Sizzle? Sugar. That's right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to add acid in there too, but we're gonna make it work. So anyway, all right, so I got the fish in here. As I just always tell you guys over and over again, 10 minutes per inch. Here we go. We're gonna cook it up. I'll be right back when it's done and show you how we're gonna make the sauce.
Boom.
All right, guys, the fish is done. Came out delicious. As I always tell you, man, just don't overcook the fish. It's very simple. Poke it with a fork. That's all you got to do. So I got that there. Now I'm going to make the sauce in the same pan. I'm going to use all these little pieces that fell off my fish. Sometimes I even put a little extra pieces in there, so it's going to be delicious. We're going to start it off with a little butter. Maybe a little more butter than that. Look at this big thing of butter Darcy bought. She thinks she's from Amish country. This is roll butter. We had to go over to Marathon to buy that. I'll add a little more butter, you know, because that's one of my main ingredients. Butter, cream, sugar, garlic. All right, butter's melted. I'm gonna add my next favorite ingredient, heavy cream. Brand new heavy cream. I'm gonna put in like a cup. I just use this as the base for how much I'm gonna make. Nice. You wanna stir it in, you wanna burn it, you wanna make sure you lower the heat. Nice. The only measuring cup they have here, half cup. So, you know, just like I'm saying, you gotta rough it a little bit when you go someplace new. All right. Stir it up good. Ooh, we got broccoli in the oven too. You wanna check that sizzle?
Sure.
It's probably not done yet. All right, next step, I'm gonna add some lemon. I usually like to use my lemon squeezer thing. I just learned my lesson. You should really squeeze this in a bowl first, like so I can get the pits out. So I just do like 5 pits into the sauce.
Fish.
Yeah. All right, rest of my lemon juice. At home, I have a lemon squeezer, and it never happened. So again, that was one of the trials and tribulations of camping. All right, all mixed in. Now I'm gonna add my garlic. Oh, it's a lot of garlic. The Arrowhills love garlic, so I got some green stuff for garnish. Darcy loves that. It's gonna get a little color. It's too much. And we're gonna add sugar to taste to make our Big Pine special sweet cream sauce. And you just do this at a pinch at a time. Whisk. See, I got a whisk. It goes in a blender, but there's no blender. So we're good. This is what I'm talking about. This sauce is actually coming out a lot thicker than some sauces I make at home, so it's really quite good. Look at this. You see that? Can you smell it? Can you smell it? It smells delicious.
Smell-o-vision.
You can't smell it? Oh, why it's good. If you guys didn't know, I have a superpower. Is that I'm impervious to heat. So good, so good. All right, Darcizzle, come over here. I want to see you make a plate. I'm gonna put this asparagus on your plate for you first. She likes to have the asparagus and then the fish and then the sauce.
Yes.
Let's see it, Sizzle.
Is that my plate?
Yes, that's your plate. I'm gonna get you.
Thank you.
We're gonna zoom in on you. Look at this.
Sweet. Love asparagus. Love the sauce. Love the fish. As you guys know, if you know the story, at least you guys that have been following us a long time, you know I grew up catching these mangrove snappers. So it's definitely something special to me when we catch them, and always brings back memories, of course. And I'm wearing a mangrove snapper pendant today in honor of catching mangroves. And these new chains are about to be available on the website as well, so stay tuned for that. When you see this video, they won't be there, but in the next week or two, and I'll make another announcement, but just a heads up. Stay
We have
tuned.
all kinds of other stuff on the website too, though.
Stay tuned for that. Yes, plenty of necklaces, but I'm just saying the sterling necklaces are not available yet.
Well, the sterling necklaces are there, just not the sterling
The chains.
chains. They have on leather chains
Sorry.
and all kinds of stuff. All
The
right.
sterling
Anyway,
silver
make
chains
your
are not
plate.
available. Oh.
Ready? Should I just pour this?
Oh, you want to make a mess? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's how we pudding does it.
All right.
I'm doing this through the camera, so this is pretty daring.
Whoa, that's good.
That's good?
Whoa, it's leaking, it's leaking.
That's okay. That's gonna catch fire. Let me turn this off. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good in the hood.
Good job. All right, it's time to meet you guys at the table.
All right, Darcizzle.
Thanks once again. Chef Puddin' on point. Haven't even tasted it yet, and I know it's delicious.
I don't know how it got thicker than usual, but I'm telling you, it's freaking delicious.
I do like a thick sauce, that's for sure. I got a knife here to cut the asparagus, but yeah, it just complements the fish so well. Oh, so good.
I just fold the asparagus and it goes right in my mouth. Look.
Delicious.
You know what I'm curious about, guys? If you liked the camera angle, I had to sit up on a counter as opposed to like on a high tripod or Darcy holding it, and it just felt really nice to me. And so was this shot on that little tripod. So let us know in the comments about that. Minor.
The bomb. Love the lemon, love the cream, love the basil. Can't get enough of all of it. And I usually make him like double and triple the sauce recipe so we have extra when we catch a lot of fish. Yummy.
So,
Doesn't get any better than that, guys, down here in the Florida Keys.
no, we're having a great time, and we got we got some more days coming here.
Yeah.
And the next video, we went out to one of our favorite spots that we love back in the backcountry. And so we got the drone up, so really check that out. I think it's some sort of catch and cook, but whatever.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's about it, guys.
I don't know.
Well, thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you guys are enjoying the Florida Keys content. Make sure, like you said, drop a comment down below. Give it a like if you do, so that way we know. And we'll be back here hopefully real soon. But until our next adventure, follow your dreams and keep on catching.
I'm sure you're drinking my beer.
It is.
Ew. What are you doing, Darcizzle?
I am actually getting ready for another adventure right now. But in the video you guys are about to see, we take my brother Connor out fishing and we have a blast.
Yeah, we catch some mangroves, and be sure to stay tuned into the end because Darcy shows you how to clean up the mangroves real good here back at the fillet table, and then we cook them up for you.
What we got? What we got? Woo! We got bait. Cool. I'll take it. All right, guys, picking up our bait. Getting rid of some yellowtails that you're not allowed to have. But we are going into the flats today on the backcountry with my brother Connor, and we are gonna slay some fish. But first, we're picking up the rest of our live fish, our live bait, and then we're gonna head out there and check out and explore the area.
Ooh, let's go. Nice job on those pinfish, Darcizzle. If you guys are new to the channel, that's Darcy and I'm Brian. We're a fishing couple. We're out here following our dreams and hopefully inspiring some of you guys to do the same. And this is like the third or fourth video in our Florida Keys series. We're here for the whole month. So watch the old one. We went tarpon fishing, offshore for permit. It's been awesome. And right now we're gonna go up the flats. We might catch a barracuda, mangrove, sharks, bonefish. We're gonna see.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Whoa! All right, guys, we're at the spot. I got my bait caster with, of course, a little wire line on there because there's so many sharks and barracuda. And it looks like I got a, oh, you a little bonnet head? You ever catch a shark on a bait caster before? Pretty high level. Here it comes. Woo!
Is that a bonnet? That
No,
looks
it's
like a little
like a little lemon.
bull.
Woo! Whoa, you see that tail walk? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Control your fish. This is my bass rod. Catch many bass on this rod. The little green.
They're really aggressive.
Ooh.
Lemon sharks.
Oh, lemon.
Yes, it is.
All right. Whew. Safe release for me.
Watch out, Connor. It's Cuda. All right. Nice. I don't know how I managed to catch him and not lose him on fluoro. But we're having a blast out here. And oh no! No. All right, woo! A lot of action out here in the backcountry here, back in the lower keys. We're in one of our favorite spots that we come to year after year when we come down and visit. And this is just a gorgeous area. Also recovering from the hurricane we had a year and a half ago, Hurricane Irma. So a lot of this stuff looks way different. Car just landed a nice one. Bring him in the boat, that's a keeper. Nice. We can definitely eat this Cuda. He actually just got chomped on. Woo! He wants to eat me. I really need to wear closed-toed shoes more often. I wouldn't be jumping away from these fish. But that's a solid keeper Cuda right there, and Connor just got dinner. So we just have a lot of life around us. We got chum in the water, we've got live shrimp with us, which I was just using on a yellowtail jig right here. Great little bait for the flats area. And we just got sharks all around us and a ton of action, and this is just great. And if you guys remember, and you've been longtime fans, you know we did this with my dad a couple years ago before he passed. So it's really nice to be able to do this with my brother and have him experience the same thing. All right, let's get our fish in the grizzly. Keeper Cuda, keeper. Go careful with the snapper, dude. He's gonna snap your lip. Mangroves and a Cuda. nice one. Oh yeah, look at that one, baby. Heck yeah, right there. That's a real mangrove snapper. The others were keepers as well, but that's a nice fish right there. Get it close to the mangroves. You want to cast it over there, let it sit. He just munched that. That's a solid mangrove. Yeah, monster shark's back here. Rigging up my shrimp. Just pulled off his tail and worked the hook back into the meat side and then up to the top, just like so. We're gonna cast him out like that. I'm using a very light leader, 20 pound for these flats fish, particularly mangroves. They are very line shy, so I'm just casting it up as close as possible to the mangrove. So here we go. Got a mangrove. Nice. This is exactly what we're doing, having a blast. On a live pinfish! That's what we need. I just decided to switch it up and I was like, you know what, let me try to use a little bit of a bigger bait, a little pinfish on there, and I just crushed a stud mangrove. I ripped him out of the mangroves. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, the last couple of baits that just went out got wrecked by something gigantic underneath the mangroves. And the last one, I was actually locking the bail with my hand and I could still feel the fish pulling in. And then I finally got him turned a little bit and he just snapped right through my 20-pound braid. So it's time to upgrade here. We're gonna go to the 6000 Stella and we're also gonna use the 8000 Saragoza with heavier duty rods to rip these fish out, because I believe even one of them is like a monster Cubera snapper and monster mangroves. Wow, that was nuts. Oh. You got me wrapped right away. Oh. Oh God. I got a shark, don't I? Of course. And he's gone. All right, I could probably stay here all afternoon and really end up working out one of those giant fish, but unfortunately when you're flats fishing and you're in the back country, you really have to worry about the tides and the conditions here. And I know we have a flats boat, but we really could get stuck. So it's time to move out and go to a different location. We are back at the house, guys. Right down the water with my brother. We got the cooler full of fish here. My Grizzly 40-quart cooler. We pull out a fish here, one of the nice mangrove snappers we caught. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fillet them up and we're gonna eat these bad boys for dinner. But this brings back a lot of memories for Connor and I, especially growing up with my dad. We used to grow mangrove snapper fishing all the time out of Miami. And it's just a great thing to do. And you know, mangrove snapper do get like 10 pounds. They're not like grouper or bit giant mahi or anything, sailfish and whatnot. But this is a great fish, delicious fish to make memories with your family with. And like I said, I grew up catching these bad boys. And you know, it's just a great pastime for me and it brings back a lot of memories. And so you don't always have to go after like big giant fish is what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not complaining this is a small fish at all. That's not what I'm saying. It's just a different type of fishing, and it's a lot more memorable, and I appreciate it, and we're blessed living this life. So we have a ton of snapper for dinner. Can't beat that. I'm just gonna fillet up this guy, as you can see, with my 6-inch Whiffy from Bubba, and I love their products. Been using them a long time, but I like a very flexible knife. People prefer what you like, but for me, this is what works. You can see I'm just filleting off the back side of the bone here, keeping the innards intact. We got a nice fillet right there. Let's fillet up the other side real quick. And now also, I have a ton of carcasses now to chum up the waters and catch some tarpon or something else. So there's multiple uses for this fish. We're gonna eat them, and then we're gonna use them for bait too. So let me just finish this side right here. Beautiful day in the Florida Keys, and it's just a really great thing to go target mangrove snappers on the backcountry, especially when it's so windy out. And with our flats boat, we probably could have gone offshore, but it's a little bumpy. Back in the country, it's beautiful. And we actually caught all these fish at a location that I fished with my dad a couple years ago. So it's pretty cool
to do that and come back here and do it with my brother now. It's making memories. As soon as I'm done with this bad boy, I'm actually gonna go ahead and show Connor how to fillet fish, because my dad taught me how to fillet fish. So I might as well pass along the information. So there we go. Got two beautiful fillets here. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same knife and fillet them right off the skin. That's how we prefer to cook them. We like to keep it simple most of the times. But I know you can cook them with the skin on, or just gut the fish and cook the whole fish that way. We like to do it this way. We're spoiled here in Florida. Now there's a bunch of pin bones. Just take those out. There we go. Now that fillet is ready for dinner. Awesome. And we're just gonna do the same thing to the other one. And we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna cook this delicious fish. Alright, same thing, a little bit of pin bones. A sharp knife is key here. You always want to have a sharp knife. A dull knife is very dangerous, but a sharp knife will get the job done and you'll actually not injure yourself. But check that out. Those are some gorgeous fillets. Wish I could share with all you guys, but I can't, so the best thing I can do is show you how I can cook them. But check them out, they're beautiful. I could eat them right now. No, just kidding. Ready to go upstairs and eat them, Connor?
Oh yeah, I'm born ready.
He's stoked. He wants to do it so badly, he's been talking about it all day. So, great. But first, I'm gonna teach Connor how to fillet a few, and then we're gonna head upstairs and we're gonna cook our catch.
All right, back in the kitchen. This is our beautiful house here in Big Pine. We're staying at for a month.
Yeah.
Thanks to Gambler Lures. So, a little bit of a story. Connor, we already had a bunch of dinner with Connor. We had a really long weekend. We had a big family event with Darcy's family, which you'll hear a little bit more in other videos, but Connor's not here right now. But we had a great time with him.
Follow him on Instagram too if you want to, Connor_Airhill, but
yes.
Great time with him and can't wait to fish with him again.
Yeah, and we're not in our regular kitchen, so we don't have like all our ingredients and spices and all that stuff, and so we're just keeping it really simple, and we're just gonna put the fish with salt and pepper and butter. I'm just gonna throw it in the pan, and you can cook any fish like this. This is really like my favorite way, especially when you're trying a new fish.
Good.
I'm just throwing it in.
So good. You can really taste the actual fish, the meat.
Yeah. So you try that, and then I like to just throw in some lemon.
You gotta squeeze it.
I'm just gonna squeeze it with my hand. I'm strong. So in this episode of Cooking with Puddin' is gonna be really short. We're just gonna cook up this fish real quick and have a quick dinner. We gotta get back out on the water tomorrow for another video for you guys.
Yeah.
Tell me about these vegetables, Darcizzle.
The work never ends.
Yeah, we're always working, always making content.
I've got cabbage cooking in there. I don't even know if you can see it, but I've got red cabbage. Ooh, that's getting close to done. Red cabbage with some olive oil, salt and pepper, and cook it at 375 for like 45 minutes, and it's so good. Recently, it's been one of our favorite vegetables to eat lately. I think it's vegetable.
Yeah, it's cabbage. I was never really into cabbage, but Darcy started cooking it, and now it's really good, okay? So most of our vegetables we just put in the oven, and we broil it, or bake it actually with salt and pepper, and just a little olive oil, or butter, or coconut,
veggies is so good. Love it.
All right, so the fish is 2 minutes on each side, however, poke it with a fork, and we're gonna be all done. And that's really just a quick cooking segment today.
Yes.
And so that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, guys. Sorry you're not going to see us eat it, but we will have a ton of catch and cooks coming up for you in the near future here, down here in the Florida Keys with some amazing fish. So, I can guarantee it.
So, thanks you guys for watching.
And until our next adventure,
follow your dreams
and keep on catching. Smells so good.
Yum, yum.